Next, we're going to go into a combination from Ippon Seinagi to Kubisu Gaeshi, which just means heel grip. Okay? So, what's going to happen here, now you can use this, if he defends the Ippon Seinagi here, you can use this here. You come underneath. Okay? Or you can use this as a technique on its own. You can lift up and slip in. Okay? So drop your inside knee, keep a hold of this tight. Notice here, I've kept that grip tight and it's wrapped his arm. It's created a noose around his arms and it basically traps that arm. I hand hook on the outside of his heel and I lift here. Okay? Now I got good control here. So again, Ippon Seinagi to Kubisu Gaeshi. I'm lifting here, he defends in, I just pass underneath, I drop that knee, I heel hook here, and I lift. Okay? One more time, let's go ahead. So again, I'm here, I'm coming in here. I don't get it here, I drop this knee. Inside knee, heel hook here. I've got his hand, his arm, nice and controlled. Then I got my shoulder up tight against him here. I don't want to be way out here, okay? It gives him too much room to move around and drag me, so I got to stay close here. Lifting here. Okay, you can work into leg locks, really easy from there. Okay, so what's going to happen is he's going to go ahead and he's going to Ippon Seinagi to Kubisu Gaeshi. Here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to place my hand on this knee here. I'm going to drive this knee to the ground here before he can get it here, and I'm going to cross. Okay? Now, I can maybe try to go for the guard here, but again, I've left this leg exposed for the arm locks. So right away, I want to turn in, drive that knee to the ground, get this locked here, cross this over, and then make that figure four here. He's going to go ahead and take the head and arm control. Again with that gable grip. Now, what I want to do here is I'm stretching him out. Again, I pass that over the head, I press up here, I create my space, and I swim move here. Instead of gripping back here, I'm going to put my hands right underneath his armpit here, and I'm going to lift here. So I'm going to lift with my legs and my hands all at once. I'm going to lift. Okay? Now, this time when I lift, I'm going to lift and turn to my side. And I'm going to come across and hook here. Okay? I'm going to unhook this, and I'm going to bring this out here and come in here. He's going to stay in base, and I'm going to sit on this ankle here. Okay? The reason I sit on that ankle is to keep control, so if I leave this ankle go, it becomes a scramble of who can get position. If I sit on this ankle, I got a little bit of extra control, plus I got my arm here. Now, a traditional wrestling move is to come over here and lock the arm. They call this a wizard. Okay? So, from here, basically, he's in base, he's got a strong wizard. I can kind of test my resolve a little bit and push into him. Maybe I can bowl him over. Maybe I'm stronger than him. But, if he's got a really strong wizard, I want to start thinking about doing something else. I can go into sweeps. I can maybe try for an arm lock. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this hand out. Okay? I'm going to rotate this hand out and drop that shoulder to the ground, the inside shoulder to the ground. So again, he's in base. He's got that strong wizard. I'm going to rotate that hand out and kind of go limp there. Once I go limp there, now I got his elbow and my elbow hooked together here. I'm going to go ahead and loosen or come out from underneath, and I'm going to step all the way across. Place my heel on the back of his head. Again, I got this here. I got his arm controlled. I slip this to the inside deep, and I'm going to turn into him. Go right into the Jujigatami. So again, Ippon Seinagi, Kubisu Gaeshi. Here, he goes in Kubisu Gaeshi, all the way there. Here, now, I don't want to get locked, so I drop this knee to the ground, and I immediately trap that leg here as he goes for head and arm control here. I create my space, I swim move, I got double underhooks here. I lift and turn to the side. I bring this arm out for support, and sometimes you get this leg stuck, you just need to bring it up now, okay? And I sit on his ankle here. He brings this arm over for control, okay? So what I'm going to do here, if I just try to pull out, I can't get it. But if I go limp and drive that shoulder to the ground, I can get it to a point where I'm right here. Supporting yourself on your right hand, bring this up, slide it over his back, right onto the back of his head. Shoot this one in deep, and you can even grab here, okay? Working right into the Judo Gatami. Does anybody need to see that one more time, or?
I do. Good.
Would you like to demonstrate this one, Anthony?
Sorry.
Okay. So, I'm coming here, here. Coming down here. Kibitsu. He drives that knee down, and he brings it in and hooks my leg, and controls my leg before I can get in a dominant position. I go here. He creates his space. Swings that hand underneath. Now he lifts his leg and pushes me over his head and comes to his side. Hooks on my side here. As soon as I feel him doing that, I bring this arm over here and I lock it tight. Okay? He sits on my ankle for control. Like I said, he can test my resolve by pushing into me, but if I got a good wizard control, it becomes a stalemate. So what he's going to do now, he twists his hand out and drops that shoulder to the ground, and then he hooks that arm immediately. He unhooks his leg from my ankle, slides it over my back, puts the shin on my head, and he sticks that leg through deep. And then he turns to his side and rolls me over. And he can either lock it here, he can bring this here and go for a triangle, or he can just shoot that over my head and go for the regular Judo Gatami.